What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Fairfield Woods Middle School Basketball live stream. I am Chase Coburn, and today the Fairfield Woods Wildcats host the Wooster Wildcats in their second match of the year, the first one at Bannock Pavilion. This one should be exciting. The starters are soon to be announced. We hope you guys do enjoy. It's been a while since we have been able to stream. We are so happy that you guys are able to tune in, and starters are soon to be announced. All right, guys, let's give it up for our starters. For Wooster, number 1, Jesse Griffin. Number 2, Chad James. Number 4, Ronnie Spruill. Number 22, Miles Da Silva. And number 23, Amest Ezekiel. Now let's give it up for your starters for your Fairfield Woods Wildcats. Starting 7th grader, number 1 from Holland Hill Elementary, MJ Lombardi. 8th grader from North Stratfield Elementary and the team's leading scorer, number 24, Sebastian Campbell. 8th grader from Osborne Hill Elementary, number 13, Thomas Gardner. 8th grader from North Stratfield Elementary, number 5, Colin Robbins. And 8th grader from Jennings Elementary, number 2, Leo Sanchez. And then head coach in his first season, Scott Lipow. Go Cats. Yes, guys, that is right. MJ Lombardi making his first start of the year, but then it's also Colin Robbins. A terrific player. He is our star of the game for today's broadcast. We're looking forward to a great game. For those who do not remember, it was not live streamed on here. It was the second game of the season. Woods' second road game of the year. Woods played Wooster in Wooster. The game ended close, a 55-54 win for the Fairfield Woods Wildcats on November 30th because of a buzzer beater from a man named Sebastian Campbell. It's his birthday today. He looks to make a difference. We're underway for Bannock Pavilion, the one Wildcat versus another. Driving it down, no good is Da Silva. Campbell, the birthday boy, grabs the board. It's Sanchez, the team's leading stealer. Colin Robbins, 25 seconds in. Gardner, then Campbell, then Sanchez. Sanchez waiting. Sanchez, Campbell wants him to use the screen, doesn't? Then MJ kicks. Far pass, way off to Sanchez. He'll pick it up. Ball on the ground. It's loose, and it's a loose ball that goes to Wooster, and they capitalize. It's Spruill who knocks it down. Now, it's interesting for Woods. I'm unsure. They only have 4 guys on the bench. I think that means no Hudson Kofed for Woods today. So, probably why MJ makes an appearance in the starting lineup. Kofed's been great, though, this season, averaging over 16 points a game. So, on 46% shooting. So, we'll see what he can do. Sanchez, a minute 20 in. Cats still scoreless. Too much for MJ. And it will be Wooster basketball. MJ playing aggressive basketball. Worcester, guys, only has 3 guys on the bench. So today, a game of shorthanded. It's 9 people versus 8 people. We'll see if that makes a difference. Long pass. Gardner in the paint. Good. And what a way to start with our star of the game, Colin Robbins, getting the first points for Woods. Long pass. Campbell tips. Goes out. Still goes towards Wooster. 6:16 left in the quarter. So far this season, we picked Colin because he's been great defensively, but he's only averaging under 2 points a game this year. He already gets that mark today. And there's a heartbreaker, a nice one. I think they say only a 2-pointer. Looked like a 3, but they'll say 2 for Chad James. MJ, 2 minutes in. Here's Campbell. The birthday boy still scoreless. Passes out. In the corner, Robbins. Then Gardner. Then Sanchez. A lot of bounce passes today from Woods. That does make them vulnerable to turnovers. Here's MJ at the point. Cats working this slow. Down by 2 early at Bannock Pavilion on January 8th, 2024. Their first home game of the year. Sanchez, Campbell. Back Sanchez. Guarded by James. Sanchez, the crossover. Kick out. Gardner. Then Robbins. Then back to Gardner. Ball on the ground. It's got to go back to Sanchez. Look at the Cats continuing to keep the ball. They've had it for nearly 1 minute. Sanchez. Robbins. MJ has the opportunity. He drives in with the left. Gets fouled. See how they called a foul on. Looked like MJ was just blocked. Instead, they'll say foul for Wooster. So that sends MJ Lombardi to the line. He's averaging just over 1 point per game this season. Has 0 free throw attempts. So MJ will look to make his first and will attempt his first near 3 minutes in. It's a rough start. He misses his first free throw. We'll see what Woods can do. They only have 1 loss this year. That's second only to Ludlow, who they face on Thursday. That should be an exciting matchup. MJ good. And there's a foul. Coming up the court. I think they called it on Sanchez. It's the Cats' first foul of the day. The Woods Wildcats. It's the Cats in dark blue. Foul. It was Jesse Griffin driving in. Gardner, who makes contact, back-to-back fouls for Woods. It's inbounded in the post. Kick out. Mid-range for De Silva. Knocks it down. And unlike any opponent that Wooster has played this season, that Woods has played this season, Wooster knocks down their shots. And so Woods is going to have to balance that. Wooster, one of the better teams in the league. This season, they're 5-2. They look to go to 6-2. MJ, long pass Sanchez, then tries to get it in. It's turned over. Ezekiel, a long pass. There he goes, and it's good from Spruill. Excuse me. Now it's 8-3. Woods going down 5 early. Not something you would expect for one of the better teams in the league. Gardner. Then Campbell. Campbell turns it over. The birthday boys had a rough start. It's Griffin. Long pass. 3-pointer. Bounces off for James. In the corner, it's Gardner to regroup. Woods only has 1 field goal made. It was Robbins, our star of the game. Gardner out Campbell. Then Sanchez. Then back Robbins. Then across the other way to Gardner. Then MJ. Look at this ball movement from Woods. Very precise. Campbell, cross court. Gardner tries a 3. Griffin brings it up for Wooster. Bounce pass in to De Silva. Can't lay it in. Looked like some contact. No foul called. A near 5 minutes in. Gardner, pump faking, trying. That would have been a 3-pointer. He's 0 for 2 from that range today. Look at the big guy, Ezekiel, bringing it up, and he finds a wide-open Chad James. Timeout, Coach Lippow. It's an awful start for Woods. They find themselves down 10-3. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. All right, guys, we are back here on Fairfield Woods Middle School. Woods down 10-3. We hope you guys are enjoying. We hope you all had a great holiday break. Guys, the last time we did this for all of you guys, December 18th. We've been facing major technical difficulties, but we're glad it's back. Here's MJ for a three-pointer off the timeout, and that's how you do it. MJ Lombardi knocks down the three-pointer. He has 4 points today. Chad James driving, then a kick out. Three-pointer bounces off. MJ grabs the rebound. De Silva was trying the shot. Here's MJ making his first start. He's leading the team in scoring. Here's a Robbins three-pointer. Bounces off. Griffin passing out to Chad James. He's wide open for three. Decides to be more patient with it. Griffin, and near 6 minutes in. James, De Silva, driving in with the right and drawing contact. It had one opportunity for Miles De Silva, who's been having himself a terrific day. 12, now a chance for 13 for Wooster. Foul goes on Sebastian Campbell. De Silva shot bounces off. Campbell grabs the rebound. Again, it's his birthday. You think he'd be playing for something? No, he's scoreless. It's Robbins trying to get it to MJ, who fumbles it. It's Wooster who gains possession. It's Griffin and MJ. Look at that hard-fought play from MJ, but one fouls one. Lombardi called with contact. 1:46 left to go in quarter number one. And thus far, Wooster has given Woods more trouble than really any team this season. Because on Hillcrest barely led. It's already a 6-point lead. Was 7 for Wooster. Now they try a three-pointer. Chad James' shot is way off. Three-pointer for Griffin. That one is also way off, and Woods lets it go out. The offense has slowed down for sure since the beginning of the game. A substitution here. Looks like Thomas Gart, who is out for Woods. It's turned over nonetheless and scored. That was Spruill, who's been having himself a nice day. They're pressing. They got to bring it up the court. They do. Checking into the game. Free toss gets the ball. Lombardi. Step back three-pointer. Way off. A lot of the 7th grade girls on the basketball team were hoping for an MJ make on that one. Kicking out. Griffin. Driving in on Gardner. Then James. James. Floating good. Chad James has been a monster offensively. And Wooster leads by 10. 3 off again. Now, the problem, I think Woods is just chucking up shots. Wooster's playing aggressive. Now driving it in is Ezekiel. Then Spruill. Oh, there he goes. That may be what they need. It's Thomas Gardner driving with the right and laying it in. Woods now has 8. They're down by 8 with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. But then a wide open attack for Chad James. The transition defense, not the finest on that one. It's a 10-point lead for Wooster. Campbell spinning off. Free toss. Robbins. Back out. Free toss. Gardner. Then Campbell. By the way, free toss came into the game for Leo Sanchez. 4 seconds. Campbell, the birthday boy, passes it up. Turned over. Ezekiel will try it. No, he will not. He dribbles it out. The first quarter ends. Maybe not the way Woods wanted. They're down by 10 early. Back, guys, here at Fairfield Woods Middle School for the second quarter of action. Thus far, it's been all Wooster, only one substitution as well today. So we'll see what Woods has in store. They make a surprising move. They bring in number 21, Dylan Crow, who has not been used a ton this year. They bring him in. They take out MJ and free toss. Sanchez comes back in the game. Second quarter's underway. Let's see if Coach Fliphouse said anything at the break that can help Woods, because they've been a mess on both ends. They're down 10. Campbell, Gardner, then Sanchez. Wildcats have been patient. There's free toss. Crow, he'll try a three-pointer coming into the game. That one bounces off. Campbell keeps it in, kicks it out. Sanchez. Sanchez in. Campbell driving good. Happy birthday, Sebastian Campbell. Chad James. Then Roddy Spruill. Spruill. Coach Lippout wants to travel. They don't call it. Now driving in with the right, kicking out to Ezekiel. Ezekiel, a fading mid-range jumper. Good to go. Nice pass and drive as well from Caden Tompkins. A minute in to the second quarter. Deficit stays the same. We're going to need some Sebastian Campbell magic like he had the one game in Worcester. Campbell. Crow. Trying to get it to free toss. Intercepted by James. James with the right. No. Dylan Crow with the rebound. He's been playing aggressive basketball since he checked in. Woods gets a lucky break. Sanchez, then Campbell. Crow. Free toss. Sanchez wants to try it. He doesn't. Sanchez kicking. Sebastian, yes! The birthday boy now has 4. James. James drive with the right. Beautiful attack from Chad James. Has been having an incredible day. And to be honest, it's a shootout. Offense versus offense. Worcester scored 10 more. Sanchez. His specialty is getting steals. He doesn't have one today. Sanchez. Free toss. Pass. Dylan Crow tries it. Can't get it. Rebound goes to Jesse Griffin. Griffin. Long pass. Spruill. Spruill driving it on Campbell, making him look silly and scoring the 2 points. Worcester now extends their lead to the largest of the day. It's 24, which is double of what Woods has today. Looking to check into the game, De Silva and Bushka. Turned over. Tompkins will grab it. Then Ezekiel. Coach keeps wanting to travel. The ref's not giving it to him. Ezekiel. Griffin. Spruill. Griffin. Spruill. Look at that ball movement. He tries it. Beautiful looking jump shot. Bounces off. Chad James can't grab it. It'll go Woods' way. Checking out Griffin and James. Hunter Brill now to the scores table for the first time today. And he checks in. Crow, the aggressive big man, checks out. No, he stays in, and Gardner comes out. Campbell yet to check out. He has 4 of Woods' 12. They just need to start playing better defense. Their offense hasn't been terrible while it's had its weaknesses today. It's just the defense. You can't be allowing 24, only a quarter and a half in. Campbell. Brill. Then free toss at the point. Campbell with the right. Pushes back. Free toss. Passing out. Brill. Campbell driving with the right. Floating. They say foul or travel. They say travel. It's a turnover on Campbell, the birthday boy. This is second of the day. Driving a foul. Sanchez tried to get the steal as Spruill was driving. He gets called for the foul. Fritas checks out. Team's leading scorer tied with Sebastian. MJ Lombardi checking in. MJ told me, maybe jokingly today at lunch, he was going to draw 40. He may not do that, but it's been a nice offensive start for the 7th grader from Osborne Hill. Ezekiel, no. Robbins to the scores table for Woods. Over halfway into the second quarter. Wooster. Sanchez. Oh my goodness, look at these moves on Spruill. Kicking, mid-range. And Brill sold what would have been possibly the best play of Leo Sanchez's basketball career. Ball on the ground, jump ball. They say, I think that's Woods ball. No, and they say Wooster basketball. Next jump will be Woods. Driving, Spruill, kicking out. Ezekiel driving in with the power, and it's good. Now 26-12 in favor of Wooster. It's been an absolute disaster on the defensive end for Woods. Last time they played these guys, they allowed 54. Well, already they're on pace for 52. We still have 3 minutes left in the second quarter. MJ driving, kicking back out to MJ. In the corner, has to pick up his dribble, has to kick it to Crow. His shot bounces off. Ball goes back to Woods. It's MJ with the steal. He tries the three and it gets rejected by Ezekiel. It's like Wooster saying, everything you could do, I could do better. Robbins, then Lombardi. Lombardi floating. Bouncing off the rim. Ezekiel. Oh, look at that screen from De Silva. Ezekiel misses that one, but he's on a pretty jump shot. His form looks amazing. MJ. Campbell. 2 minutes left in the first half. Campbell driving, nearly turns it over, gets it back, Crow. Crow had Robbins open, it's turned over in the process. Spruill driving it on MJ, count it, and the foul. Foul on MJ. Wooster with a chance to make it a 17-point lead. James at the scores table ready to come in. Chad James been one of the best players on Wooster today. But a key reason why they're now leading by, look at that, 17 points. Spruill is also a huge part of that. He checks out after his three and after his and one. MJ Lombardi. Bro, no, it's stolen. Wide open, James trying to control it. Woods able to get back. Coach wants to travel. No, ball on the ground. Multiple missed jump shots, and Woods catches a break. Robbins and Campbell. Look at Campbell. Pink shoes on his birthday. Kicks to Crow. Robbins, back to Campbell. Now trying to get it inside to Brill. It's a kick ball on Ezekiel. Ernest Ezekiel. Kicking in. MJ kind of locked in the corner. He's got to get it out of there. He does. Gets it to Crow. 1 minute left in the first half. MJ. Campbell. Kicks Brill. Brill driving foul. Sorry, guys, we're having scoreboard difficulties. Wooster actually has 29. Our scoreboard here at Woods says different. That's why we had the confusion. So Yeah, it's 29. It's not quite an 18-point lead yet. To the free throw line as Hunter Brill misses his first. Brill misses both. Ezekiel, he'll try a three-pointer, pulling up, bouncing off. His jump shot looks so smooth, though. He's obviously going to make a few of them like he has today. Nearly half a minute left in the second quarter. It's Colin Robbins, then Dylan Crow, then Sebastian Campbell. Campbell. In. MJ with the left. No. Ezekiel and Wooster has 10 seconds. Ernest. Cross court pass to Chad James. James driving it on Campbell. Floating up. No. Who can get the rebound? Doesn't matter. The first half ends. I don't think the way Woods would like it to. A 29-12 lead in favor of Wooster. And Woods has got to fix something here in the second half of action. We'll see what Coach Lipow has to bring. Colin Robbins is the first basket of the day for Woods. Hasn't done much since. Our leading scorers, MJ Lombardi and Sebastian Campbell. We'll be right back in a few minutes for the second half of action from Seltzer Court. We are back here at Fairfield Woods Middle School, and today has not been a great one for the Fairfield Woods Wildcats. They're down 29-12. That's 17 points. That's one of the largest deficits they've had all season long. The second half of action soon to be getting underway. And it's interesting, right? Worcester is probably the second or third best team, obviously, depending on this result. Woods took the first matchup in Worcester, 55-54, obviously led by a Sebastian Campbell buzzer beater. But Worcester's only two losses this year have come to Ludlow. Woods' only lost as well, and then Woods. So these are two of the best teams in the league that may see each other again come postseason time. We'll see if Woods can fix some things. We're 10 seconds in to the second half of action from Seltzer Court. Colin. Then out MJ. He had Campbell in the cross court. It was too risky of a pass. Campbell now trying to work. Sebby Campbell turns it over. Jesse Griffin, Thomas Gardner trying to get the steal. Woods playing aggressive basketball. And Wooster calls a timeout 35 seconds in. Looks like Coach John Redding already wants to fix something. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We are back. Here it is. Shot no good for Ezekiel. He started off hot. He started to cool down, though. There's Leo Sanchez driving way off on the layup. Now it's Ernest Ezekiel. Ezekiel driving in with force. No. He gets the rebound as well. Ezekiel's everywhere on the court, I feel like. Griffin. Now Spruill. Guarded by Sanchez. Kicks out Griffin. Then Ernest Ezekiel. Cross-court pass. He's amazing at those. Now trying to get it in. Tipped and turned over. Campbell running into the scoreboard is Leo Sanchez. He leads the team in steals, yet has yet to been able to steal the basketball. Was able to steal the alternate scoreboard. Here's Jesse Griffin. And guys, by the way, as we're talking here, something interesting to think about is Sebastian Campbell's play. We'll touch on that in a little bit. It's Ernest. Good. Ezekiel's shot lays in. A minute 30 in, Wooster extended their lead to 19. Sanchez driving, kicking out. Gardner driving, mid-range, good. Bounced about 38 times, but Thomas Gardner's shot goes in. It's cut down to 17. Ezekiel, he pulls up and knocks it down. What a beautiful jump shot from Ezekiel. And Wooster leads, they say a two-pointer, still a 19-point lead for Wooster. And it seems like Wooster, every time Woods scores, they respond. It's probably why they're leading by 19 at this point. Sanchez driving. No. Campbell, rebound foul. Sebastian, the 8th grader, with his birthday today. He's been having a terrific season, and that's where I'm kind of going here. When you look at Sebastian Campbell this season and his point total, thus far on what we call nationally televised games, a.k.a. all the games that are streamed. We've been live streaming 3 games. Jockey Hollow, Hillcrest, and Tomlinson. He's been averaging 23 points per game. That would be the record all time for Woods. Right now the record is Nick Cotto with 20.1 in 2009-2010. Again, that does not take into account road games, but now 2 more, 6 points for Campbell as average may go down. But Sebastian Campbell may be going after history here for Woods. Spruill driving, I think they say a foul on the ground. That's the 3rd foul on MJ Lombardi. Woods will have to keep an eye on that. 5 fouls out in the Fairfield County League. Now driving, he turns it over. There is Lurky Leo himself. Leo Sanchez gets his first steal of the day. Kicks out. Three-pointer is good. Why not for Thomas Gardner? Sanchez gets the steal. That's back-to-back. Sanchez kicking out. Gardner three. Oh. And the momentum may not be as drastic as it could have been. Spruill driving off Gardner. Coach Fliphouse saying it hit Spruill's leg as it went out. He does not like the call and will stay Wooster basketball near 3 minutes in. Trying to pass it in. A deep one's Jesse Griffin's. Three-pointer. No. That's Chad James who couldn't lay it in. Sanchez with the right. Driving. Good! The reverse layup goes down. The D'Angelo student section goes nuts. And like he has in most games, this is Leo's time. He goes to the line for an and one. That would be so far 2 points and 2 steals on this run that is cutting the deficit to manageable for the Fairfield Woods Wildcats. Good. Trying to drive it in. Griffins be able to control it. Near back, that's a backcourt violation. They did not call it. Three-pointer for Chad James. What a turn of events. A near turnover for Wooster leads to points. The lead's up to 14. Sanchez has had an incredible run in these last few minutes, but it really hasn't seemed to change much. It's still a big deficit of 14. Look at Campbell with the steal, and then Robbins is fouled. That's 4 on Miles De Silva. Coach Reddick has to make a decision. De Silva's been great, but just been getting into foul trouble. He decides to put in Caden Tompkins. De Silva's a little angry as he walks off the court. Isaac Fritas at the scores table for Woods. They'll look to see if they can come back. If I'm Woods right now, halfway into the quarter, I'd try to cut this to 7 or 8 points going into the quarter. That would mean he cut it 9 points, 10 points in the third quarter. That would be ideal. It's Sanchez. Cross court to Gardner. Gardner with the left. There's Jesse Griffin. Wooster's done an incredible job at taking away driving lanes. Chad James. No, that would have been a heartbreaker because that would have meant Woods hasn't cut the deficit at all this quarter. MJ driving with the left, floating with the right, bounces off. And it's good. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Sebastian was the last one to touch it, but it actually went off a Western player who put it in the wrong basket. Deficit to 12. James, ball on the ground. Kicked out Spruill. Ezekiel, no. The student section, including the girls basketball team, hyped. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. They gotta pause it. The scoreboard has closed. Timeout. The scoreboard has turned off. We'll be right back. There's about 3 minutes left in the quarter. And the score.
Hey, guys, we gotta figure out something.
hectic scene of events here at Fairfield Woods Middle School. Luckily, they are able to get the time and the score back. Woods right now in the middle of their possession. They're down 12, 3:10 left to go in the quarter. We're all set. Gardner looks to inbound. A little bit of a scare here for the technology side at Fairfield Woods. Sanchez, then Gardner, then Campbell. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Kicks it to Robbins. And maybe, I hate to say it, that kind of outage of the scoreboard maybe gave Wooster a chance to regroup. And maybe Woods kind of lost their mojo a little bit. Campbell driving in. He is fouled. The birthday boy heads to the line. Campbell for 2 free throws, 2:45 left in the quarter. He misses the first. Thus far this season, Campbell hasn't been the most accurate free throw shooter, to say the least. Only 58.6%. Campbell misses another one. Can Woods get the rebound? That would be huge. They do. Kicked out Sanchez. He misses the three. Can they get the rebound again? They do. It's Campbell again. He misses a floater. This time they can't get the rebound. Ernest Ezekiel's all over it. Chad James driving. He misses it. Ball now back to James. Good. Woods had multiple chances to cut it to 10, even 9. Instead, it's 14. 3. No. Sorry, guys. Our scoreboard's off. It's 38-24. Gardner in Sanchez. Floating. No. Sanchez. There's Robbins. I feel like they're forcing jump shots right now. They got to slow down. Free toss. Out Campbell. Sanchez. Driving with the left. Trip down. See who they call the foul on. That's a shooting foul. Chad James. So that's Leo Sanchez. He will go to the line. For Woods, thus far this year, 75% free throw shooter. Nothing but net. Dylan Crow checks in. Colin Robbins, our star of the game, had the first points of the day. Then it did not work. Then he has not been playing as well. He's still working all right. Deficit back to 12. Woods student section height. Look at that long pass. Spruill. Sanchez is on the ground. I think they called the foul on hit. MJ Lombardi at the scores table. See what he can check in. Spruill, these would be 2 crucial shots if Wooster can knock him down. Ronnie's first is no. Good. Free toss. Didn't check in too long ago. Excuse me, MJ checks in. Who are they checking out? They checked out Leo Sanchez. That one is good. I think it's 39-26. Here we go. MJ tries a 3. Bounce is off. Free toss. Kick back out. MJ driving, kicking, turned over. It's Chad James. Free toss will try to chase him down. James, no good. Campbell floating good. Sebastian Campbell, it's 39-28. We'll have to clear that with the scoring department. Ezekiel. No. Campbell. Cross court. MJ, look at that attack with the right and then rejected. Ezekiel says not in my house. Excuse me, guys, we're facing some technical difficulties. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Campbell. Gardner. Yes! That's a huge one for Thomas Gardner. It's now 39-31. Then Wooster responds, makes it 10. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Gardner can try it. No. So the quarter ends. Woods down 10. We'll see if they can make a comeback. We're back here at Fairfield Woods Middle School. Soon to be starting the third quarter of action. Excuse me, guys. Right before the beginning of this fourth quarter, we have a few technical difficulties to sort out. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys, let's fill you in. All right, guys, let's fill you in on a few things that have just happened, right? So, Woods scored not 34, but 36. It's now a 5-point game after a crazy turn of events with Sebastian Campbell buckets, some craziness all over the place. We have a camera difficulty we'll try to get to you. For now, it's all radio. Elliott in the corner, no. Rebound goes, Spruill tries to the right. Good, he draws contact. And the crowd does not like it, nor does Coach Limbaugh. First one from Spruill, just bounces off, no good. No, a lot of Woods fans like that. Spruill, good. And that one bounces off. It's now 43-41. Excuse me, 43-36. Wooster has a chance to make this their game again. Miles De Silva, no good. Elliott, excuse me, Ezekiel, no! Here's Sanchez with the steal. Sanchez across the court with the right, driving with the right, bouncing off, no good. It goes to Colin Robbins. He kicks Leo Sanchez. He steps back. Sanchez, Sebastian Campbell. Campbell at the baseline. Campbell driving in at the sideline with the right. Then Gardner in the corner for a three-pointer on the other side of the court. No. Rebound goes to Woods, and on the ground and fouled is Leo Sanchez. Shot is good to go. It's a 6-point game. Excuse me, 8-point game. 45-37 for those who are trying to keep track. Five minutes and 50 seconds left. Spruill, cross court to the other end. At the baseline, it's Chad James. James, way over the other side of the field. Or court, excuse me. Good. Out of the corner. Spruill, guarded by Robbins. Now with the left. Driving in, attacking, now floating. Good. 47-37. Gardner. Free toss. Gardner. Then Sanchez. Sanchez. In. Campbell fouled. Chaos all over the place. Campbell heads to the line.
It's increasing. It's not decreasing.
Here's Woods. Across, here's Colin Robbins. Campbell. Excuse me, guys. So it looks like for the remainder of the game, there will be no camera, which is unfortunate because this could be an amazing finish. Dylan Crow on the other end knocks down a three-pointer. It's 47-40. And it's still Gardner Steals it from Spruill. Gardner slows down in. Sebastian in the paint. Good! 5-point game! Timeout, Wooster! And the Cats are doing cat-type things. It's a 5-point game, and they got all the momentum here at Seltzer Court. That's right, good. We are back here at Fairfield Woods Middle School, and what did they say happened? It's a turnover! Woods gets it on the other end! Griffin couldn't control it, it went out of bounds on the inbound. Sanchez, he looks to inbound. Screen from Gardner. Down to the right baseline. Oh, it's turned over. Intended to the corner. Driving in is Chad James with his left. Then the right. Good. Coach Reddick wants a foul. He doesn't get it. Other end, Colin Robbins. On the right corner, Sanchez. Cross to the left corner. Then the point. Sanchez with his left foul. Fouls on James. Again, you just have scoreboard, guys, and we're so sorry that this was not able to work for you guys. Just facing some technical difficulties. Sanchez. He'll look to pass it in. It's deflected, turned over. Griffin, then James, driving in with the right, and it's good. Woods 5-point deficit now up to 9. They're going to have to do a lot to win this game. Gardner in the corner. Then Sanchez at the baseline. Robbins at the point. Campbell at the wing. Campbell, dribble moves. Cross to the left baseline. Then Crow, then Sanchez. Trying to drive. It's Gardner to the point. Then at the wing is Robbins. Then at the point is Sanchez. Crossover behind the back. Sanchez dribbling. Fumbles it. It goes to Ezekiel. Sanchez tries to get the steal. Ezekiel controls. 3:30 left in the quarter. Ball on the ground. It's stolen. Who else than Lurky Leo? Three-pointer. Way off. Rebound goes right to Thomas Gardner. The Woods has to start to score. Crow driving good. He lays it in with the floater at the free throw line. It's down to 7. Cross to Griffin. Tries a three-pointer. No. Rebound goes to Campbell. Then Sanchez down 7 under 3 minutes. Sanchez at the point. Then Campbell. They're moving slow. Now fast. Campbell driving good. It's back down to 5. Ezekiel, he nearly fumbles it. He's just trying to get it above half court. It's stolen. Right to Gardner. Then Robbins. Good. It's a 3-point game. Timeout, Wooster. Ezekiel fumbles it to Sanchez. And Coach Lippow making miracles happen. Down 3, 2:25 left. It's anyone's game between two of the best in the county. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're going to see if we can get a camera for you. Not looking great. Nonetheless, it's a 3-point game. 2:25. Trying to drive it. It's Chad James. Bringing it up court. James, cross to the sideline. He traveled. He traveled on the pass. Coach Redding is very disappointed. 2:20 left. Woods down 3. Sanchez brings it up. Just across half court. Campbell. Now Sanchez. Sanchez trying to pass in the paint. Turned over and heading for Gardner. Now it's Spruill at the wing. Trying to pass it in. James fumbled it. It'll be Woods ball. Sanchez. In the corner, Gardner. Not really moving. Now it's Sanchez at the point. Possibly looking to drive it on James. Then at the wing, Campbell. Now he's at the point. But ton of dribble moves with the colorful shoes. It's the birthday boy. Inside the paint. Kick to Crow. No. Spruill Gardner had a shot. Now into Chad James. It's 2 possessions. It's knocked down. Woods trying to get it. Ball on the ground. Turned over. Foul on Woods. Goes to Wooster. They had many chances to possibly tie this game.